各位记者朋友，大家。
Good afternoon. Welcome to today's press conference. Now the floor is open.
Donald Trump has said the U.S. would continue extremely hard strikes against Iran for 2 to 3 weeks and once again threatened to hit energy infrastructure if Iran does not reach a negotiated settlement with him. Can China comment on Trump's timeline of continued strikes as well as his targeting or vow to target energy plants? Thank you.
Military means cannot solve any problem, fundamental issues, and to escalate the conflict does not serve any party's interest. Once again, we urge parties to the conflict to immediately stop military operations and start peace talks as soon as possible, to resolve issues through dialogue and negotiation, and prevent greater impact on the world economy and global energy security.
Question for Honorable Agency. U.S. President Donald Trump, in his address to the nation about the war in Iran, he suggested, and I quote, countries who receive oil through Hormuz Strait should just go to the strait and take it. Iran is essentially decimated, so use it for yourselves. What is China's comment?
The root cause for disruptions to the passage through the Strait of Hormuz is the illegal U.S.-Israeli military operations against Iran. Ceasefire as well as peace and stability in the Gulf region are the fundamental prerequisites to keep the international shipping route safe and unimpeded. Parties need to work together to promote de-escalation and prevent regional turmoil from having a greater impact on global economy and energy security.
So according to a report by Iran Ministry of Science, since the start of U.S. and Israel regime aggression, 20 university and student dormitories have been attacked. And some professors at Iranian university have also been targeted for assassination. In this context, Iranian University of Science and Technology, Isfahan University of Technology, and Imam Hussein University have all been directly targeted. My question is, what is your view about this matter? Thank
you.
China opposes attacks on civilians and civilian facilities, and attacks on schools is an even more serious violation of international humanitarian law. We once again call for an immediate end to military operations and return to dialogue and negotiation as soon as possible to prevent even worse humanitarian disasters. Shenzhen TV. We noted that the Zhongguancun Forum Annual Conference released the National Innovation Index Report 2025, which shows that China has gone up the ranking to the 9th globally, becoming the fastest improving country over the past 10 years. What's your comment? The Chinese government always puts science-tech innovation at the core of the nation's overall development. During the 14th five-year plan period, China made a series of landmark original achievements in areas such as new energy vehicle, large AI model, quantum technology, and biology, which have effectively promoted high-quality development and made China an important pillar of innovation globally. China upholds open cooperation in science-tech innovation. Last week, we announced that the 10 major research infrastructures, including FAST telescope and the deep-sea manned submersible Fendozhe, will be open to all countries. Turning major national projects into public goods benefit the whole world. China has proven with real actions that the true value of science-tech innovation does not lie in the advantage of monopoly, but in making more people enjoy the convenience brought by the progress. During the 15th five-year plan period, China will stay committed to advancing high-standard science-tech reliance and strengths, developing new quality productive forces through technological innovation, strengthening original innovation, accelerating industrial commercialization, actively pursuing openness and cooperation, and promoting common development by delivering the benefits to people globally.
If you allow me to ask a couple of questions. New Zealand and the Cook Islands signed a new defense and security agreement today that effectively sidelines previous deals signed between the Cook Islands and China. If you can tell us what's China's comment on that. And second, very quickly, if you can confirm that Afghanistan and Pakistan are having conversations in China aiming at a ceasefire, please.
On your first question, the Cook Islands is China's important cooperation partner in the South Pacific. Since the establishment of diplomatic ties between the two countries, we have respected each other, treated each other as equals, and sought common development. We stand ready to deepen practical cooperation with the Cook Islands, share opportunities together, and pursue development together. China and Cook Islands relations have never targeted any third party and should not be disrupted or restricted by any third party. While developing relations with Pacific Island countries, we need to respect the independence and sovereignty of those countries and prioritize development and uphold openness and inclusiveness.
On your second question, I have no information to share at the moment. Afghanistan and Pakistan are both China's neighbors. China has all along supported the two countries in resolving differences and disputes properly through dialogue and negotiation, and has made active efforts to mediate the conflict between the two sides. We will continue to play a constructive role in de-escalating the situation and improving relations between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Next one, please.
Question from Reuters. Reuters reported this week that China has extended a ban on fuel exports to April, but is considering a handful of waivers for countries who have requested help. This includes Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Vietnam. Is the ministry holding discussions with those countries regarding fuel aid, and any other information on this would be helpful? Thank you.
I'd refer you to competent authorities for anything specific. And the root cause of the shortages facing global energy market lies in the Middle East's tense situation. The pressing task is to put an end to military operations and prevent the turbulence in the region from taking a heavier toll on the global economy.
This is PTI. Follow up on what my friend from AP asked about Pakistan, Afghanistan talks. Can you at least confirm the talks are still going on at Urumqi?
I have no information to share on that. Next one, please.
From AFP, just a follow-up on your Strait of Hormuz and Trump's comments on it. This week, Great Britain is set to host talks with dozens of countries on this issue. I wonder if you can share any details about how China plans to be part of the parties it suggests cooperate on transit through the strait. Thank you.
As you said, China maintains communication and coordination with all sides. We all believe that to put an early end to the military operations and restore peace and stability in the Strait of Hormuz and waters nearby is a shared responsibility for all parties, and China stands ready to continue to play a constructive role to this end. Anything else?
Hello, question from Bloomberg News, and I'm sorry if this question has been asked already, but the Pakistan-China 5-point peace formula, has that been shared with the Iranian side? Thank you. Has that been shared with Iran?
The 5-point proposal is an open proposal. It is open to all, and it is already released. I have no information to share to respond to your question. I can check with my colleagues, but I believe that this 5-point proposal is open to all.
A follow-up on this Iran-U.S. conflict. regarding the talks that were held between China and Pakistan the other day. There were reports that Iran has sent a message to China seeking security guarantees if they can be provided for them to agree a ceasefire. Has China, can you confirm any such thing? Because there were certain think tanks have already reacted to that. Has any such request has been made by Iran to China to provide security guarantees?
Since the fighting broke out in Iran, China has stayed committed to promoting talks for peace and end the hostilities. We have released a readout on the meeting between Chinese and Pakistani foreign ministers. What I can tell you is that China supports all efforts conducive to peace, and we stand ready to maintain communication and coordination with all sides and continue to play a constructive role to restore peace and stability in the Middle East. Next one, please.
Another one from AFP. I know you've already answered 2 questions related to this, but about the talks happening in Urumqi between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Pakistani officials said they were requested by China, so I was wondering if you could provide any insight on what was behind that request. Thank you.
中方能否介绍更多细节？
I have no information to share on that. Anything else?
Yes.
Sorry, one more on the Iran situation and global energy supplies. Is China considering, or would China consider, any international cooperation efforts to secure the safe passage of oil through the Strait of Hormuz? And would Beijing be willing to act as an interlocutor on behalf of any of its Asian neighbours? Thank you.
Indeed, all parties are following whether the Strait of Hormuz can restore peace and stability and resume transit, because the Strait of Hormuz and waters nearby are important shipping lanes of international goods and energy trade. However, as I just said, the pressing need now is to end the fighting. That's the only way to restore peace and stability in the Gulf and in the region. It is what the whole international community hope to see. All parties need to play a constructive role for it, and China stands ready to continue to play its role for it.